Hello, St. Lucia. Good morning, everybody. And as you can see, we're feeling very groovy, and that's because it's all about Soleil today. This is why we had to be out in the open as well. Bright colors. We're giving you hints on, just how to fit in with the ambience and atmosphere that has already unfolded thus far. So I am with the fabulous Layla, and she's representing the events company, St. Lucia. And of course, she's going to tell us all about Soleil and what there is to enjoy. So, first of all, good morning and welcome to
Good
the show.
morning. Thank you for having me here, Chayla. It's a really exciting time for us at Events St. Lucia. This being the very first Soleil St. Lucia Summer Festival, the inaugural one.
History in the making.
History in the making, and I'm so happy to be a part of it. I mean, it's hard work, yeah, but it's also enjoyable hard work. So Soleil starts off with St. Lucia Jazz, and we are hot and heavy into planning for St. Lucia Jazz executing. And St. Lucia Jazz kicked off last evening with West Coast Jazz. West Coast Jazz happened at a very new location called Quantum Gardens in Masqué. And this is one of the changes that we've infused into the festival for this year. We've infused new venues into St. Lucia Jazz. This is the first time that Quantum Gardens was used, and it is put on by the West Coast Committee, a fresh new committee who had not done this before. So Soleil, in essence, and St. Lucia Jazz is creating history all around with many, many firsts. And of course, after that, the week picks up with quite a few activities happening.
Right. Now, this is where we really want to get to know, because St. Lucia, as you can see, everything is unfolding and it's in high gear. As it says Soleil, so the heat is definitely picking up. So, right now, this week, I know there's going to be so much more for St. Lucia to enjoy. So, let them know some of the key things that they should not miss out on for the inaugural Soleil.
There are so many things, Chayla. It's almost as if it's one into another and some things are overlapping. So people with different tastes there's no shortage of things to do from next week, and some of the activities even continue a little after the main stage has ended. We have activities like with the restaurants. We have Voices on the Bay, which is a tapas on the bay starting next week. Big Chef is also putting on jazz with Ronald Bohingson, and all of these fringe or supporting activities. It's fantastic to say that the entire cast, the entire lineup is strictly local.
Yes.
We also have Rainforest Jazz, Rainforest Hideaway in Marigot. Yeah, so Soleil is not, and St. Lucia Jazz is not just about Rodney Bay and Pigeon Island. It's all over the island, and this is what makes it a festival. There is also on the Rodney Bay Strip, we have Kibby's and we have Cuba taking advantage. Yeah, so.
My favorite spots already.
Oh, okay, so you'll be there.
That's correct. I will be.
Yeah, so there's on that strip, there is for the entire week, there's activity, there's a buzz happening. Then we have the traditional, the normal, because you also must have staples involved in the festival. We have Tea Time Jazz at La Paz Carenage, and we have also Blue Coral Mall Jazz happening next week. And Tea Time Jazz is on Thursday of next week from 1 p.m. lunchtime, and Blue Coral Jazz happens for a few days within that week, also starting lunchtime. So for those persons who will be in Castries and figure, okay, I have a lunch hour and I may not just want to just hang around for an hour, they have something to actively take up their time to enjoy and to say that they are part of St. Lucia Jazz and they can enjoy the wonderful music that is being put on for them. And of course, then we go bang on Thursday into Main Stage Jazz. We have a new location this year for main stage being Royalton St. Lucia Resort and Spa, the newly opened Royalton, yes. So Royalton will be home on Thursday to Ronald Bohingson and the Young Stars.
Yes, I saw.
Yes.
That.
We go back to Royalton on Friday evening. Friday we have two shows for St. Lucia Jazz. Friday we have the Straight Ahead Jazz happening at Royalton from 7 o'clock. There is Malika Tiolien. She's a Guadeloupean who's lived a lot of her life in Canada. And then we also have Danilo Perez, who's coming on board with his Panamong Revisited. It's the 20th anniversary of this, and he'll be performing with Ben Street and Terry Lynn Carrington. So those of I mean, the patrons, the public who are the straight ahead jazz, and this is what, and believe me, there are some persons who this is what they like, this is what they appreciate, and so their time would be on Friday evening at the Royalton. One time, 10:30, we have another show starting at Pigeon Island, and the traditional Caribbean festival happening at Pigeon Island. We have St. Lucian Michael Robinson. And the difference with Michael Robinson that persons may not even recognize, he is very versatile. And then this year, he's not performing on his own for the entire set. He's bringing on a few acts, a few local acts who can support him and infuse the jazz element into his performance. So we are expecting a performance, a set from Michael that we've never seen. And yeah, he's up in his game specifically for this and then to continue off at that level. And then with David Rudder from Trinidad.
Yes,
I mean, that
I
goes
was
without
waiting
saying.
for you to say David Rudder. All right, 'cause that's what I
Yeah, David Rudder comes in and he is accompanied by Andy Narell.
I actually have Andy Narell's CDs because you all know me. I'm a pan girl, played with North
Okay,
Stars and
cool.
Convent.
Ah.
So I had his CDs the first, a couple years ago when he was here when I was younger. I was excited and hearing that he was coming now.
Yeah. So this will be
Yes.
your first time experiencing Andy?
Well, technically first time that I would actually be able to enjoy it even more.
Saturday, we are back at Pigeon Island and we have our local band, which is Bloomago. Bloomago is headed by Richard Payne. Richard Payne, the director of the St. Lucia School of Music. Richard is on there, Bloomago. They're coming on board with Jacques. Jacques is a Haitian trumpeter. So he's on there with Malika Tirolier. Malika, this will be her second outing for our St. Lucia Jazz series. We also have Kenny Garrett, who's a master saxophonist, excellent in his own right. And we also go on to afterwards, we go on to Richard Boner and Mandican Cubano. And then we kind of burst on the Sunday, Mother's Day. Sunday, we start off with Rupert Lay and his quartet. Rupert Lay is another St. Lucian who is renowned in his own way. After Rupert Lay, then you have Victor Provo. Victor Provo, he is from the Virgin Islands. So we have a Caribbean person coming on board. So if you notice for St. Lucia Jazz, we have local, we have regional, we have international, different types of music, different types of the jazz, within the jazz genre. Rachel Farrell, she's been here already, and in terms of vocal ability, she is way off the charts. After her, we have our headliner in the person of Vanessa Williams. Although she's not the one ending off the festival, but she's the one headlining the festival. Then you have Malavoie. Malavoie is out of Martinique. And everybody here is aware of Kassav and familiar with Kassav. So when you think of Malavoie, think of Kassav, the performance, the music, the ambience, the vibe, everything. So this is why we have Malavoie ended on a high note.
Well, we are loving the sound of this. And this morning, family, listen, we endorse this as well. So you need to come out in numbers by the masses. Take a moment, go dress up. There are free fringe events. There's the main one. So there's no reason not to be part of the experience.
Exactly, no
And
excuses.
Leila and I are going to be looking out for you as we continue to enjoy the rest of Soleil, the Jazz Festival edition. Hey St. Lucia, good morning everybody, and today we're definitely going to give you a kickstart to your day. I have two very special guests with me. I have Sion and I also have
Good
Levon.
morning.
Rhyming names, that's why there's some synergy happening here. But it's all about Cola Kick today, which is an energy drink all the way from Africa, which comes from the cola nut. So we're going to learn a little bit more about what really gives this drink its kick. So Sion, Levon, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yes.
How are you guys doing today?
Wonderful, wonderful.
Great.
Starting the day with a kick.
Yeah, and you know what? This is what we like to do here. Just re-energize and keep people refreshed. So just tell us
Yes,
a little bit
yes.
more about Cola Kick.
Well, Cola Kick is manufactured in Barbados. It's island-wide. It's in many islands, and it's also, I should say worldwide, but the cola is from the cola nut from West Africa, right? It's a health nut, and the nut is good for the heart and the blood. So what they do, they make it into a drink. So you're still getting the health properties that are available in the drink itself. And most people are concerned about, I don't want to just drink something. I want something that is good for my body.
Right.
Yeah?
Because I'm one of those skeptics. I've never been an energy drink person either, per se. But, I was wondering where the connection with Africa was coming in. And then I read the can and I saw Cola Nut, which I
Yes.
think, at least for me, hopefully, maybe there might be a lot more persons like me out there, but I did not know of the Cola Nut or what it was. So can you expand a little bit just so that St. Lucia can understand, of course, what the Cola Nut is and just the benefits of it so they know what's in
Well,
it?
it is not the C or the
Yeah.
C cola, but it's the K
Yeah.
Kola, which is different from the Coca-Cola.
Right, because I thought that was a play on words. So, cola, C-O-L-A, so you put a K and a kick, so to make it cool. But now that you're letting us know it's an actual nut, I'm
Yes.
sure so many people would like to know more.
Definitely. Mr. Levon, he's more in the molecular side of the,
Oh, okay, so this is the expert head is going to tell us more about the cola nut.
So one of the things we like to tell people, this here is an energy drink with a difference, right? Because of the cola nut. Now the cola nut is native to West Africa. You'll find it in countries like Nigeria, right? And one of the things with the cola nut, our ancestors, the Africans, they used to use it a lot, right? They used to use it for digestion, to aid in digestion. They used to use it to energize themselves as a stimulant,
coals.
as an aphrodisiac,
Mhm.
and so many more things, right? And later on, scientists discover, these people, they were actually right, right? They actually did something and it was actually right.
Right.
So they discovered that the cola nut, it contains caffeine, theobromine, and something that you call
Okay.
theophylline, right?
Okay.
Some people pronounce it as theophylline,
Mhm.
right? So the caffeine basically acts as a stimulant and it gives you energy. And the theobromine, it helps with or aids in circulation. Now the theophylline is actually a drug, a medication that is used to treat asthma and respiratory problems.
Yeah.
So you have a drink, because we don't have the cola kick energy drink alone. We also have what you call the cola tonic.
Yes.
So the cola tonic now, it's a drink that you can use if you come home from work and you're tired and you just
Yes.
want something to relax. You can use it with ice, or you can use it as a mixer, mix
Yes.
it with a drink or some alcoholic beverages,
Mhm.
right? So basically what we're giving you is something different, it's new,
Yes.
and it has benefits,
Yes.
right? Now can you tell me of something, an energy drink that is out there that has some benefit, like the cola kick?
Okay.
No?
Well,
why I
my
stay away
personal
from them,
experience, I'm a health person and I look at my health and, the way I look even now, you could tell, So the thing about it is that when you use this energy drink, your heart would not be racing, and then it wouldn't be acidic. The other energy drinks that we use, is acidic, which give rise to cancer and all of these things because cancer strive in acidic environment. And this is just natural. It naturally assimilates with the body. So it's African in nature,
All right, so we're going back to the roots with
Yes,
that one.
yes.
Nice.
So one of the things I can tell you, this here is the best energy drink you will ever drink. The best tasting energy drink you will ever drink. I can guarantee that.
Start your day with a kick.
Cola kick to be exact.
Yes.
All right, well, we're telling people so much about Cola Kick. Now you guys know of the Cola Nut, the benefits. So, we're well informed, but where can they get it?
Okay. Well, you can get it at all the Massy stores island-wide. You can get it at gas stations. As you drive, you go to get your gas and so forth. You get it at the gas stations, some hotels and some stores around. Deli's, Glass, Dax, you can get it at those places.
Great. And is there anywhere
Yes.
that anybody watching right now can go to follow Cola Kick or get more information on it as well?
Yeah, we have a
Website?
Facebook account. And
We have a
yes.
Facebook page. It's Cola Kick LC.
Yes.
So you can go there and
Cola Kick LC.
like our page.
Yes.
All right, so guys, that's a call to action. So go there. If we've tickled your fancies just a little bit, then you can go check out the page. And if that's still not enough, then you can go to the stores and you can try it yourself.
Yes. And
then
the thing about it is very cheap compared to the other drinks. It's affordable, and you will get
what
hooked
can we ask for?
and it will take you a good way for the day when you're stressed out.
All right, well, I love this. So guys, guess what? It's Cola Kick. Now you're in the know. We definitely have not just learn about the product, but we got some additional information. So you guys, you have all the tools and knowledge in your hands, so you guys can go out and enjoy
Cola cake.
and try out your cola cake. And make sure you let me know when you taste it. You can give us some feedback and let me know what you think too. All right.
Yes.
And thank you so much, guys, for being
Thank
here
you.
with
Thank
us.
you for
Thank you
inviting
for
us.
having us here. It's a
Who knows?
pleasure.
Maybe we might see them again soon.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right.